Okay, everyone, welcome to the show. Okay, you guys can unmute now.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you. That's my little
Hi,
intro.
everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. And looks like we have a guest, Hebro, here, and so we have a good show for you today. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Hebro some questions here first before anything. And let's see. Okay, so I got some. Huh? What is it?
I just want to say, I know that Hebrew's channel is going to be linked in the description, but I'm going to throw his channel in the chat for anyone who wants to subscribe.
That's great. Thank you. Okay,
while
good.
While you're starting the interview.
Okay, then. Okay, first question, Hebro. When did you first become aware of the Mandela effect?
Well, I got to tell you, it's actually a funny story, and I probably mentioned this on my show before, but I'll mention it on here. But I actually, when I first started, was trying to debunk the Mandela effect.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and it. I started watching shows, like Photo Helix. That was one of the first ones I watched, and I thought, what is this crazy fool talking about? And at that time, and then pretty soon I started watching more and more videos and more and more. And I was like, all right, that's it. I got to make my own video. So I made a video about Oscar Mayer where I was singing the song. And as I was singing the song, I became aware that I was singing it just the way it was, like the way it changed, the change it had made. And then when I heard about the Lion and the Lamb, that was my very first Mandela effect, which I think ties into your next question. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun there, but but that's basically how I got started, and then I've been seeing Mandela effects ever since then.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, then. What was the first Emmy that made you realize this was more than just a trending YouTube topic?
Well, like I said, it was the Lion and the Lamb. Lion
Okay.
and the Lamb was the first one.
Okay. And what are your top 3 Anchor Emmys?
Well, I got to say, Lion and the Lamb, of course. Ford.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big one for me. Let's see. I think Kmart. That was a big one for me. And let's see. I don't. There's so many of them. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah. I know it's hard to think of 3 out of a whole ton, huh?
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us what the Kmart one is for anyone who doesn't know what the Mandela effect is with Kmart?
Oh, well, the Mandela effect with Kmart is the space between the K and the Mart. And the space, the dash, I should say. The dash is missing.
Yeah.
And there we go. Because we have a lot of new viewers sometimes, so I thought maybe we should explain them. That's all. Sure. That's why I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. Go on.
That's fine. When did you create your channel?
Oh, well, gosh. The thing is, I created the channel back in, let's see, I guess it was 2011 or so. And when I first created it, it was toy reviews, movie reviews, and just silly, just entertainment stuff. That was before I got, affected. I guess you would call it.
Yeah. Okay, and what led you to decide to create a Mandela Effect YouTube channel, and what was the first Mandela Effect you covered on that channel, on your video?
I believe it. I'm trying to think. It was either the SD card. It was the SD card or Monopoly. It was something to do with Monopoly. Um, I think it might have been the Monopoly. What was it? Vitnor, because now it's Vitnor. And in my reality, I think
Wow,
a lot of other people's realities, it was what's his,
Ventura.
yeah, Ventura. I was trying to think of the wrestler.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Okay, and why did you decide to call your channel, or why do you decide for your name? Bro, what is that about?
That's kind of a funny story. Also, it's like I have a lot of funny stories, I guess. But there was a guy a long time ago. It was when the internet was fairly new, and he had He-Man and the Masters Universe stop motion animation videos, and I would go over and check them out. That was, gee gosh, that was probably before YouTube. And I remembered, see, there was an African American figure by the name of Hero, and the guy that did his videos, he called himself Hebro, and I thought that was a really cool name. I'm like, wow, and it really
Yeah.
stuck with me. So basically, long story short, I kind of stole it, but that was before YouTube had come around, and oddly enough, and unfortunately for me at least, the guy actually did start his own YouTube channel. So now there's two Hebrews floating around.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's all right.
Funny.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then, and let's see. In your opinion, what do you believe is causing the Mandela effect to happen?
That's a good question. I've thought about this. I've thought about it quite a lot. And the standard answer that people like to give is, of course, the whole CERN and the collider,
Yep.
stuff like that. I think it's more of a spiritual thing. I think that these messages are being sent, and I know this is not going to be a very popular opinion, but I'm going to go ahead and express it anyway. In my opinion, I think the Father is sending us messages and trying to wake people up and let them know, hey, the end's coming. It's coming. You people better wake up and realize what's going on. And I think that CERN, the way CERN ties into it, it's the enemy trying to deceive us all, trying to distract us from the truth. And I really think that that's what's going on. In my opinion, that it's the Father sending us decoded messages, changing all of our stuff, especially when you look at the Bible changes. If you look at the Bible changes closely and decode them, you'll find that out. That's just my opinion, of course, and I'm not trying to persuade people otherwise or say, oh, that's what it definitely is. That's all just my opinion.
All right. And do you believe there is a common thread or attribute among those affected?
Well, I believe it all goes back to what I said about the Father. I think I'm not going to say that people are chosen by him specifically. I'm not going to go there and say, oh, we are the chosen ones or whatever. But I think it's people that, because there are atheists in our community, and there are Muslims, there are different religious backgrounds, Buddhists and whatnot have you. It's all a big melting pot. That. So, but I think it's the ones that needed it the most, that needed to see some sort of message. I think he's trying to open our eyes and open up the eyes to everyone that needs to see the message or needs to hear a message. And I think everyone gets a different message from it. And I think that's why not everyone sees these things, because I think that we are chosen. to see these things.
Mhm. In a way, yeah. Okay, good. I mean, I agree with it. In a way, do you see the Mandela effect as a negative or positive phenomenon, and do you think it is beneficial to the affected in any way?
Well, I'll tell you, before the Mandela effect, it seemed like we were all just kind of roaming around, living our lives, and just
Mm-hmm.
like not really. I don't know how to explain that. But what I will say is, I think that, long story short, I think it's positive, especially if it's coming from the father. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
anything the father does is positive, you know. And also, it brought us all together. It certainly has done good to, you know, I know there's a lot of
Well,
people out there that, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, good. Yeah, I agree too. And also, I was going to say, a lot of people are pretty ignorant. They say ignorance is bliss. It makes you open your eyes to maybe there's so much more than just what we see, and the reality to reality. Yeah. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Absolutely. I agree with that. But yeah, I think, like I said, it's brought people together that normally wouldn't have come together. It's all walks of life. I mean, look at of all the different, like I mentioned before, all the different religions and um, all the different ethnic backgrounds and whatnot have you. It's brought us all together, and there's people that are scared, that are new to the community, that are coming to us. And I think it's important to spread that message, to spread that word, and to let people know that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. No one's losing their mind or anything. Yeah.
Right.
I know, really. Okay, good. And has the Mandela effect affected your personal life and relationships in any way? For example, angering friends and family. And do you know anyone who is also affected that you can talk with about the Mandela effect?
Oh, sure. I mean, I'll tell you. There's a couple stories that I can tell you real quick.
Mhm.
My wife. I used to tell my wife about the Mandela effect. Like every time when I was brand new to it and coming into the community, just getting started,
Mhm.
and it's like I would tell her every single Mandela effect. She'd be like, "Oh, no, 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 that's not just you're just misremembering it," or the usual standard excuse that people like to give. And after
Yeah,
a while, yeah, after a
really.
while, she was just like, "Would you please just quit telling me these Mandela effects?" So I don't even bring them to her anymore. And the other funny story is, well, it's not a funny story. It's actually kind of a sad story, but I'll tell it anyway, if that's okay.
Sure.
Um, when my stepdad was in the hospital dying, um, we were on the cafeteria and we're trying to pretty much take our minds off of it, and get away for a couple hours, and have some food and this and that. And I'm sitting here in this cafeteria, and they had one of these old clocks, and it was one of the clocks that has the Roman numerals on it. And I'm looking up there, and I have heard about the effect, but I had never really witnessed it in real life. And so I'm looking up at there, and I see of course, the four eyes, instead of the IV. And I'm looking up there, and I go, "Does anybody else notice that?" They're like, "Notice what?" I'm like, "Look at that clock, man. That just looks off to me. I mean, just look at that, the four eyes up there." And of course, nobody noticed it, and they were all just like, no. They're like, "Well, some clocks have that, or some clocks are just, that's just the way they do it. That's the way the Roman numerals are." I said, "Have you
Yeah.
seen like movies, or
Wow.
anything that has Roman numerals in it?"
I know.
So
Yeah.
yeah, the family and friends, and I also asked a friend of mine who was in his late to mid 60s about the Kennedy car, and he of course had taken you know, he of course was like, yeah, there was 6 seats in there, and I'm like, huh. So I just don't, you know, I don't even bring them up to friends or family anymore. And as far as having anybody around me that sees the Mandela effects or knows anything about it, there is nobody, and that's why I like to turn. Just lost Teresa, but
That
that's why.
happens.
Does she hop out often?
It'll happen
It,
sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, it happens. It has to do with her phone. It overheats.
But that's
Just
what.
go on. She'll be back.
But I mean, that's what I like about this community. I mean, this community, you can come in
Yeah.
here, and you know, I've made quite a bit of friends being in this community. Of course, there is a lot of disagreements and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong; we all don't see the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, but it's still quite the community, and like I said before, we can all come to each other, and if anyone's new and that hasn't experienced the Mandela effect, or it's experiencing it for the first time, it's good to help those people, and that's basically what my channel tries to do. And I know a lot of channels, yours too included, are trying to do just help people. You know.
Yeah. And share, just sharing the information, and will, even though it may be different, that doesn't mean that's not saying much. It's not, so, okay. And have you ever observed any changes happen in real time, whether an image changing in front of you, something in real life, in geographical changes?
I had a building appear before me one time that just came out of nowhere, a restaurant. I had
Wow.
It was this place, certain area. Me and my wife drive past this place all the time, and then this also ties into the whole fact that she doesn't believe in any of my Mandela effects. I said, "Wow, did you see that?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "That restaurant." And I said, "That wasn't there the last time we passed by there." She's like,
Yeah.
"It's been there for the past 6 weeks." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" You know, it was
Right.
it had really. I mean, that was the first time anything like that had ever happened to me before. I got to admit, it was a little bit creaky.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And have you experienced any changes in yourself, such as changes in your appearance, health, personality, etc., since being affected?
The health, not. There's been a few things. There's been, and I think this might tie into the next question, but I'll go ahead and get into it a little bit. But I've had ear ringings. I've had like vivid dreams that seem to have almost come true. A lot of them. Um, I've had. Let's see. Where was I? What was I? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Changes
Changes.
in
Yeah.
my attitude and whatnot.
Yeah. Personality.
Yeah, actually, I've noticed when I first started in this community, and when I first started, I was actually a lot different than I am now. I mean, my gosh, I used to drink and do drugs and just was in all kinds of just really bad stuff. And ever since the Mandela effect, and I actually ever since I've had sort of I don't know if you want to call it like a rebirth or whatever, but uh, finding Jesus again certainly helped a lot. But it was the Mandela effect helped me do that. The Mandela effect helped me find, I don't want to say find Jesus, but it helped me re-find him. If you know what I'm saying.
Yes. It makes you think. Really, I could understand that.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up there.
Yeah. Okay, it makes you think more. Something like this happening, you'll definitely. I can understand what you're saying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, great. All right. And have you experienced ringing in the ears, sleep disturbances, change in your sleep patterns, or any other changes in behaviors since becoming affected, such as those?
Well, I've already mentioned the ear ringing.
Yes.
The sleep patterns, I've always kind of had weird sleep patterns anyway. I've always been kind of a night owl, I would say. Here lately, and it may be just getting the kid up to go catch the bus or whatever, but I've been getting up really early in the mornings and just stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, the ear ringing's probably about the only thing. Sleep pattern's always been weird. So
I myself feel like I need less sleep, which is strange. I don't know what that's about, but I kind of feel like I've cut an hour off my sleep and I feel fine. And I was never like that. So yeah. Anyway, in your opinion, do you think that the Emmys are slowing down, speeding up, or vary throughout the year?
I think they vary. Now, if you would have asked me that question about 2 weeks ago or so, I would have said that they were slowing down. But I talked to there was somebody I talked to, and they were like, I think it might have been Dan. I was talking to Dan, and he said, "Hey, listen, brother, I'm going to tell you, I don't think they're slowing down at all. I think you're about to see a whole bunch of new things picking up." And I didn't understand what he was talking about at the time, but now he was right. And I'm telling you, I am seeing a whole bunch more than I think what I've ever seen before. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Yeah, same here. I think they just keep going. Yeah, that's definitely not slowing down. Okay, do you think the changes to weather, cloud patterns, natural disasters, etc., are related to the Mandela effect?
Well, I don't know too much about cloud patterns, but I would have to say that the sun is definitely a lot different than it once was. Our bright yellow sun just isn't there anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just all different to me, just complete. But do you think the laws of physics are changing?
That's a good question, and I really can't answer that either way. I mean, I really don't have a dog in that fight.
Yeah. I mean, as we know them anyway.
Well, as we know, yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just not that observant when it comes to that sort of thing. But I know when I throw a bowling ball off of a roof and the feather off of a roof, seems like the bowling ball goes down faster. I've never done that before, but maybe I should go try it. I don't know. I don't.
That's funny.
Okay, and do you see anything happening in the future, either related to or because of the Mandela effect? Like, how do you see the future as far as the Mandela effect is concerned?
I think they're just going to get a lot stronger, and I think it's going to come down to there's going to be more. You're going to see more than just logo changes and name changes and letter changes and things that are in movies. There's going to be a lot more than just that, and it's going to be more significant. I think it's going to be on a higher spiritual level, as I had mentioned before. I don't know about, that's just my opinion. I mean, that's the way I feel about it,
Yeah. Okay, and is there anything you'd like to add or tell us that we didn't ask you?
I'd just like to say, well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for having me on here.
Oh, no problem.
It's awesome to been invited on. I'd like to say I'd like to thank God's Armor and Sagittariusly Speaking for being with me all these times. They've been a great help. They're the show. They make up the show, man. If it weren't for them, I don't know where I'd be. And actually,
And they're here
go ahead.
supporting you right now too. I just letting you know they're here to support you
Oh, that's cool.
in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, God's Armor was the one that came up with the name Shifty Sunday.
Good one.
Yeah. So.
And anything else? Teresa's gone again.
I noticed. Yeah. I guess that does happen often, doesn't it?
Teresa, get over here. Okay.
I did have one thing I just wanted to add, and that's I do think we all need to get together and quit this separation stuff, and let's quit arguing about flat Earth and round Earth and did we go to the moon, did we not go to the moon, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The different effects that we disagree on. We can always find some sort of connection, and I think that the separation stuff has to stop, especially behind the scenes. And it's just the enemy tearing us apart. And I think that togetherness is very important, especially in this community. I mean, that's all I had to add to that.
That's nice. Yeah, I agree. Definitely, it's really a plus. It's a great thing, I think.
100% agree. That's what I said.
Teresa, can you hear us?
I don't know why she keeps dropping out. I hope her phone's not overheating. I'm trying to message her see if I can get her back in.
It's not letting her in. Or maybe it's something else. Hold on. Oop. I'm trying. I did it. Got her.
There we
okay.
are.
Teresa.
I keep slipping in and out of different realities.
Yeah, sure.
No, I have full internet, guys. My internet on my Metro PCS started all over. It was last night, so it should be fine.
All right.
This program just sucks. That's all.
Okay, so
StreamYard.
Should we go ahead and just get right into it? Get some effects here. We've all noticed, or some of our own, and whatever.
Well, did Ebro bring anything?
I don't know. Did he?
I actually do have one thing that Sagittariusly Speaking brought up, and I don't know if it's an older one, if you guys have heard about it, but there's a song. Can I go ahead and bring it up?
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't want to tell you guys earlier because I didn't want to influence, your
Let us fill in the blank.
Right. Yeah, it's a fill in the blank one for sure.
Okay.
There's a song from Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think it's called "Under the Bridge." I think there's been a major change in that. And let's see here. I got it here, but it's let's see, how's that go? Sandy, can you sing a few bars of that?
I honestly can't sing.
Anybody? I mean, somebody.
No, I'm. I had pneumonia. I'm really congested. Just laughing.
Just try your best, Sandy.
Like crazy.
Come on, Sandy.
I really can't.
Let's go.
Come on, Sandy.
Seriously, I can't.
I don't know the
My
song.
brains out.
She was just singing this one.
Oh no, I'm really not.
Just give it just try.
No, Teresa, I don't want to cough. It hurts.
Okay, I know.
But just say the words then.
Hebrew, we can look up the lyrics here, and I can share it on screen.
I can read them.
Let's go
Okay,
ahead.
do that then.
Okay.
I'll read them.
Look up the lyrics. Would be
I already have them in front of me.
okay.
Okay, so sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, city of angels.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is the city I live in. It's okay. Where's
That was the blank. That was where the blank was supposed to be.
What?
Oh, I can't see those.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see if I can try to. Can you see now? Do you know what?
Does that say? Oh.
Do you know where it would be in the chorus? Or?
It's right. No, you had it right. It's the city of
Angels.
Right, and that was where the blank was supposed to come in on angels. But the thing is, I was going to ask the chat. It's always been angels to me and to you, but what Sagittariusly Speaking found, he found one where it had the lyrics when he's singing it. If you listen to the song, he now says angel.
Oh, really? Just what? Oh, wow.
If you listen to the song,
if you listen to it, but it's still in the lyrics. Okay, interesting.
We actually find that a lot where the lyrics don't say the way it was, but they sing it with the S's dropped. It's like that with there's an Aerosmith song. I forget. I'm sorry, I forget which one, but there's an Aerosmith song where that happens, and I believe a Beatles song with eyes now is I. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy until I think of them.
What song?
I wish Esther were here. Esther would know.
Oh, she's a huge Beatles fan.
I am too, but she knows all the Beatles Mandela effects. If anyone in the chat knows which one I'm talking about, please put it in the chat.
Yeah, right, Sandy.
Esther's here. Esther,
Ask her.
The Beatles song that went. The word eyes changed to I. Do you know what song it is? She's thinking. I think she's thinking. Well, Penny Lane. Thank you, Esther. See, I knew she'd know.
Penny Lane. Penny Lane.
She heard me. Is in my ear and in my eye now. And it used to be Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. And now it's ear and eye. But the lyrics still say ears and eyes. No, the lyrics say ears and eyes, but they sing ear and eye. It's a common thing where the lyrics don't change, but they sing it wrong.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a common theme in the Mandela effect. That's all.
Wow.
There's a lot going on in the chat. What do you want to bring up next, Curiouser?
Let's see. I don't know.
It's all at your fingertips.
Yeah, I've been thinking, yeah. Well, everybody, I'm sorry I haven't made a video, but I've been in the process of moving, and it's been very stressful on me, and so I don't have a heck of a lot, but I've been thinking of this one's on my mind. A Wrigley's gum. You're all familiar with Wrigley's gum. All the different kinds of gum.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, I'm going to show you what I mean here in a second. Just got to screenshot it. But it's really funny what I've noticed. And it's not real obvious either, but it's definitely do not remember it this way. Okay, I'll show you right now. Okay, let's see. You see this G? Look at the arrow. You see, it's like an arrow going. Doesn't that look like an arrow? Yeah, it's an arrow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah. Look at that. I never remember seeing that, and it's not real obvious. But now that they're making the bigger packages, those those plastic container packages with the Wrigley's is bigger, and you notice that you can see that better. And I noticed that one day, and just walking in the store, and then I went to Logopedia, and let's see here.
It's like a
Here's the
it's like a
Wrigley's.
rewind or refresh symbol now instead of a G.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
This
talking
has
about?
been like
Rewind or
this
refresh
since,
symbol?
yeah, exactly. This has been this way since 1932.
No.
What?
Yeah, look at that. And Logopedia, it's always been this way. Here's the image.
What?
This is Oh, okay. This is starting, but look at that G. It looks really weird. It's
It
starting
does
to
look
look like
weird.
an arrow. Okay.
Like the Target logo. The G in Target. That has the same thing.
It does?
Yeah. Look at the G
Oh, you're
in
gonna have to
Target.
look up
It does
Target
the
when you're
same
done
exact
showing
thing.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And that other place and also that other place that sells shoes.
And it
Big
has this-
Five. Their G's the same way. Big Five. I don't know if you guys have those there. Exact same kind of G's.
No.
Mm-hmm.
bizarre looking G for all this time
Yep.
that no one's noticed. I mean,
Yep.
this is like a really old packaging here. And
Mm-hmm.
anyway, but
That's a
now
great
you can
find.
really see it, and it looks like an arrow. Yeah.
Bring
So
up the
I've never
Target one
noticed
too.
that. Target. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right. The G. Let's see it.
GET. Target. Now zoom in on the G.
Yeah. There it is. That's that weird
see it.
G looking
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah. Show them the G in that. That I noticed that one. Tiny.
There it is. See? Can you see it? Yep.
Yeah, I never saw that before. That's a good find too.
Crazy. That G was never like that.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's a good arrow too.
Wait a minute. Huh.
Mhm.
I never know. I go to Target a lot. I've never
Oh,
noticed
really?
it before.
See, you never noticed it. I noticed it right away.
Wow. Now I got
Yeah, I found that a long time ago. And I even told Brian about it. I'm like, Brian, look at this G. It's retarded looking. And I'm standing there outside the store taking pictures, and these people are giving me weird looks. Taking pictures of the logo. The
Yeah,
weirdest looks.
really.
Yep, I found this a long time ago. I freaked out. You see it now, Hebra?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I got
Yeah,
that
you're gonna Target tomorrow, and you'll be like, oh my God, you're right.
makes me want to
Yep.
look at my Target card now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on there. Trust me, I got a Target card.
Wow.
Yep, I got one. Isn't that crazy? It's the little things that a lot of people don't notice, the people who aren't affected. But us affected ones, we start noticing a lot more things as time goes on. I've noticed that. Little
Okay,
things we'll
here's
just
another
pop
one
out.
back. Look, the R and A and Duracell is merging. Can you see that? Can everyone see that?
RA.
Yeah, and the R is broken.
Yeah, look at the funny aura there too.
And
You know,
also, see the E and the L? But they have like weird shaped cutout. Like the edges are wrong. And I'm seeing that on a lot of logos where they're like diagonally cut. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And the other ones
Bro,
aren't.
I'm sorry.
huh?
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
No, I was noticing on the back of my Target card, it's actually just says red card on the front, but if you look at the back of it, it's actually a lowercase G, but the tail real small. But you got to really look at it. It looks like a little devil's tail, almost like a little arrow pointing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's weird. And of course, Target's red, so.
That is weird. I would ask you to take a picture, but it's your credit card, so no.
Right.
You can always black it out.
That's a lot of work.
Let me ask you guys something. Maybe you guys can answer this. Was there ever a Mandela effect involving Marlboro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brent, didn't Dan find that one?
I found that one.
Oh, that was you?
I think
Did you find it before Dan?
I think I did.
When did Dan find it, Sandy?
I found
a
it
long time ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I found it a long time ago too.
And there's residue out there, Hebrew. I found some residue. Remember, Sandy?
There's actually multiple Mandela effects with Marlboro.
Really?
Oh, there is?
So the first one is the one Curiouser's talking about.
Spelling.
The second one is with the current spelling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the L and the B looking like two twin towers sticking straight up.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
And they look like the number 11 now because the L and the B look like number ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I don't remember the L in it, so.
See,
I remember Marlboro.
I don't hardly ever buy them because they're so expensive, but they had a sale on them and I bought them. And one thing I noticed the Twin Tower type deal, but I also noticed like Marlboro, I thought was Marlbo, wait, BOR or BRO.
Marlboro.
Like Marbro, bro.
Well, that's what it was in the chat. Dave E says Dan thinks it's Marlboro. MARL.
His is different than mine, yeah. So it's got
BRO?
a few different ways.
Yeah, like bro, like my name. That's what I always thought.
That's crazy. Wow.
But like we've noticed, it's like that's why I wrote in the chat. Our memories are splintered, but they also unite us, and that's what I'm talking about by splintered. Like it's like there's 2, 3, 4, 10 realities anymore.
Yes,
where we all have different memories, but the same thing has changed.
Yeah.
Like it's like this thing has changed, but we all remember it different ways.
Right.
And it's crazy.
So our timelines are merging, guys. Like Sandy, you could be from a different timeline, but yet I'm talking to you in your different timeline. And I'm in a different timeline.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like you could.
It's like a tree. It's like a tree with branches, and we're from different branches.
Yep.
That is so strange.
Yeah.
Wow. There'll be times Sandy and I don't agree on stuff, right, Sandy?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh.
She'll remember it one way, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. That's the same way with me too. We have that same issue, especially when it comes to Star Wars stuff. It's like, oh gosh.
Oh God, yeah, Star Wars. Don't even go there with that one.
No,
Hey, Sandy, tell them about the chain. Remember the chain around the neck?
Oh, I don't know. There was a lot with that. I don't.
You might not know about that one. About Darth Vader and the chain
around Darth. Do you remember a chain around Darth Vader's neck?
I remember it being like part of his cape. Is that what you're talking about?
A silver chain, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't at
you
all.
remember
In my past, the cape was tucked into his shoulders.
Now I do have.
And
wow.
Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
okay, I was going to ask him about the other things with Darth Vader.
Because whenever when you get a lot of Star Wars things, Sandy, we've been doing a lot of those, right? On your show, the different Star Wars changes.
So how does everyone remember? How does everyone remember the spelling of Nutella? Do you remember the N being brown?
Spelling.
Do you remember the N being the color in the logo, the color brown, or do you remember the NET being brown?
NUT.
NUT. I'm sorry. Okay.
Retro.
Okay. It's hard to see, Hebrew.
Huh? Can you guys see that?
He's showing. It's hard. It's blurry. It's hard to see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
it's okay.
You tried.
The way it's going is the way you're talking about. The retro figure does have the cape tucked, like in the shoulders, like you remembered, is what I was trying to show. But the newer ones does have the chain, like I remembered.
Okay, now, and that's really good residue because he has had the chain in every single episode.
Right. So with this action figure, where would they get the idea, basically, or unless they couldn't really do it back then? But I mean, why would they have it tucked in his shoulders if it was never like that? Basically.
Yeah, that's really good residue.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor when you get a chance? Take a picture of that and send it to me.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just gotta get the lighting right, or I'll have the glare like it does, in here.
That's fine. Like I said, you don't have to do it tonight. When you get a chance, it can be in daylight. It's fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that, though.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying I'll go ahead and do that while you guys go ahead and talk amongst yourselves, and I'll.
Well, there was a couple more changes I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, okay.
With Darth Vader. So I remember Darth Vader's suit being closer to the stormtroopers, and now it's like quilted leather. It's quilted. It looks puffy. Do you remember it quilted? See, I wish I had the residue to show you, and I will send it to you later. We covered it already on our show here a week or two ago.
The arms. I remember the arms being kind of quilty, but not the rest of him, like his legs and all the rest was shiny because it was all made of metal parts. Because that's
correct. Now it looks pinstriped. It looks like a pinstripe suit now.
Huh? What?
In all the episodes.
Really?
In all the episodes. He looks so crazy to me now because he's more gray than he is black.
That's weird. Looks like a 20s gangster. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. And the chain does not help things.
Yeah, the chain. Yeah, big old chain.
It does not help. And here's a question I have for you. Why am I finding toys and stuff with Darth Vader with the red eyes?
I don't, I think it was episode 3 where they showed, like, when they very first put the helmet on, they showed, like, the red eyes. And I think that's a newer thing. But is it showing that and all the other ones as well?
No, it's just random things with red eyes.
Okay. Because there was...
I have a Star Wars original. Let me look really quick to see if it's Empire Strikes Back or if it's the original. Whatever episode 5 or 4. Which one's the first? It tells you it's an original movie poster.
Oh wow!
And it's in red, and his eyes are red, and the chains on him, and it just looks crazy to me. I covered all this on Mandela Monday and on this show.
Okay. The only thing I
So-
remember is him having just the black, almost like mechanical black. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like a robotic type black. I don't if that makes any sense to you.
I agree with you 100%. That's why it struck me as odd that, you know, I was finding red eyes, because I've never even seen red eyes. Not once.
No, this original action figure I have here too has black eyes, and all the other action figures I have black eyes. So I've never really
Right.
seen.
So why? And that's why I asked you, why would I be finding red eyes? It's so bizarre.
Because, like I said, the only one I know of is the one they did for episode 3 when he's first putting the mask on. But then after that, they showed it in black. That was episode 3. He had black eyes then, and has always had the black eyes, as far as I remember. And now you're finding things with black eyes. Are these action figures, posters? What are these?
I have toys, I have posters, and drawings.
Oh wow, drawings. That
Mm-hmm.
that is weird, because that's from somebody's, their remembering of him.
Yeah.
That's not just some, factory professional.
Okay.
Whatever. Sorry, go ahead.
Posters, Empire. It's okay. The poster I have is Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back. It's black in the front, and behind the eyes are glowing red because it's all red.
I have a.
So here's the other change for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Describe the shape of a lightsaber. Don't look at anything, just from memory. Describe the shape of the lightsaber.
Let's see. It'd be kind of oval, sort of on top. Are you talking about the handle or the beam that comes out of it?
The beam.
Yeah. Seems like.
All right, here. Let me give you an option. Would you say it's uniform and cylindrical? Or would you say it's thicker at the bottom and tinier at the top?
I would say it's thicker at the top and skinnier as it goes down. Kind of like a popsicle.
Really? So you remember it tapered at the tip?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. For me, it was cylindrical and uniform, top to bottom.
Oh, really?
Sorry. Yeah. That now they look like swords, like they're jousting. That you're confirming that I'm not just seeing things. It is definitely like a jousting one now.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting.
That's what we talk about when we get different realities.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Those are the main changes that I wanted to ask you, because I know you're very familiar with Star Wars. And anybody who's interested in seeing the images, Curiouser, did we do it the last show or the show before that? It was the last show, right?
The Star Wars ones, I think it was probably the one before that, but it could have been the last show.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember that. I remember the thing like you do, Sandy, just kind of even, all throughout the lifesaver. Anyway.
Yeah.
You also have to take into account, I'm probably 1% of the Mandela community. The one guy in the whole Mandela community that remembers Darth Vader saying, "No, I am your father." And I'll give you my reasoning. My reasoning behind that. This is just my opinion now, of course. My reasoning behind why I think that is because Luke, when he's got Luke down and he's asking Luke the question about who he knows his father is, and he said, he told me everything. He told me that you murdered and betrayed my father. And then Darth Vader's correcting him, saying, "No, I am your father." That's just
makes some sense.
And I agree. I'm of the camp, no, Luke, I am your father.
right.
I'm of the no, Luke, I am your father.
But yet all that residuals out there, like tons of it. I mean, I found hundreds of residues for that. But yet that exists too.
Yeah.
No, that Mandela reality remembers like my brother. My brother's the only one who ever said, who I heard from, he heard it, "No, Luke, I am your father." Like both of them.
Yeah.
It's funny. You don't hear that. Well. Oh, and same with liminal. Huh? Yes?
Yes?
Can you show something of yours next?
Sure. I was just going to ask the chat.
No.
Yeah.
I just have to run to the ladies' room. That's why I'm going to mute. I'll be right back.
Not a problem. I was just going to ask everyone how they remember Nutella, if they remember the N being the brown. I know it's brown and red, the logo. Did the N colored brown, or do they remember the whole NUT colored brown? Okay. What do you remember?
I don't eat that stuff, so that wouldn't affect me.
You don't know.
Yuck. Yuck.
My wife my daughter eats it. I don't mess with it either.
No, I don't. There's just something about it I don't trust. I'm sorry.
My wife actually makes fudge with it.
Okay, we got an answer. The NUT. Yeah. Okay.
Here's Esther.
Okay, well, my kids love, everybody's kids love that.
Yeah, because isn't it made out of
nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like chocolate, though.
Huh.
A little bit.
So, yeah, that makes sense then.
Made out of...
And they probably just add a lot of, sugar, and it's probably not, there was this whole thing on the news how it was everyone thought it was a healthier alternative, but it's not. It really isn't. It's just another indulgences, Yeah, 75% sugar.
Interesting.
Hazelnuts. The hazelnuts, the sugar probably just wipes out any kind of nutrition.
Anyway, chocolate and hazelnuts, guys.
Huh?
That just killed me when they're doing like my wife will give our daughter like fruit juices like an alternative to soda, and I turn to her and I said, "That's not any better." I mean, you know that, right? That's like almost 100% sugar in it.
Oh my God, you're right.
It even says on the bottle like made now with real fruit juice. Like, what did they use before?
Yeah, because the sugar, what sugar does, it'll wipe out any kind of nutritional value. So, if you want the nutritional value, you have to have it by itself without sugar and all kinds of whatever else they put in it.
Interesting. Interesting.
Not with everything.
I was saying was
if there's too much of it, too much sugar. What
I was saying was Nutella is hazelnuts. It's a hazelnut and chocolate spread.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It has chocolate
both in there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no wonder, because when I first tried it when I was real young, I thought it was chocolate, and I was very surprised that it wasn't. And I never heard there was chocolate in it. So, okay, that makes sense.
Maybe I'll give it another chance.
Okay. Well, here's
agree with you on the logo.
This is what it is now. Okay, this is the brown. is the N is brown.
Oh, that looks weird.
Yeah. A lot of people remember the NUT, nut, being all in colored brown. And I did a Photoshop job. This is my Photoshop job. This is what people remember. Okay, like this.
That looks normal.
Yeah, that's what I remember too.
Curious, that looks, I don't know why. I know I don't buy this stuff, but I'm up and down the grocery store. That looks more familiar, what you did.
Yeah. That's how I remember.
You know what I mean? Just by visually walking by it. Wow. Great
And
job.
I agree. That's what I remember too.
Thank you. I just wanted to share that. And this. Wait. Look at this. That looks good.
Good job.
Imagine eating that whole thing. And that's enough.
Oh my God.
God. Awful.
See,
I want to know what the calories is on that.
Pretzels
yeah, really.
That's like a
but if
I like
pretzels,
it as a
I've noticed,
but not on bread. Ugh. Yeah.
You can't taste the pretzels. Believe me, all you taste is the Nutella.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my
Kids seem to love it though.
No, I like it with pretzels. It's like chocolate covered pretzels, except with hazelnut flavor too. But I don't like some people make sandwiches out of it. No, the only time I like it is in Ferrero Rocher candies because that's what's inside them. Nutella is inside Ferrero Rocher.
I love Ferrero's.
Well, the soft center, that's Nutella.
No way. You're telling me my Ferrero Rocher is Nutella?
Guess what? You do like it. Yes.
I do like it. Hey, Mikey.
So, what are you going to show? Can you do the Superman one first? I want to ask.
Sure.
I want to ask Hebrew about
You're
that.
Right.
I know Preliminal's seen this one when we covered on Brian's show. So this is like a rewind. Hebrew. On the chat. Do you remember the Daily Planet or Daily Planet?
Well, Daily Planet.
You remember Daily? No,
Daily Planet.
So you don't remember a the in the front?
I'm sorry, what now?
He doesn't remember.
You don't remember the in front of Daily? You just remember Daily
Oh,
Planet?
no. Yeah. The.
You remember the Daily Planet.
Right.
Because it's always
I just
been
got
Daily
an upgrade.
Planet. No, the. No.
No, I mean, I wasn't. Sorry, I was.
It's okay.
You misunderstood. It's okay.
You got the upload.
So for everybody, well, two people, Preliminal, who I already knew what camp he was in, Wizardry, David Cook, they all remember the Daily Planet. It's always been Daily Planet in this reality. The is gone.
No, that was the Daily Planet. Yeah.
They're like pulling the out of a lot of things, it seems.
Right. Yeah.
Yes,
I bet you this Residue in Smallville, their website, they have all kinds of stuff for Smallville. I bet you there's a lot in there.
I have a ton of Residue here from when we covered it, when I found it and covered it on Brian's show.
There's
you still have it?
In Metropolis.
Yeah, I'm showing it. We're showing it right now.
Residue, the Daily Planet. There it is, huh?
There's actually a place I go to. We have a town in Illinois called Metropolis.
The Daily Planet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there's a comic book store there, and that's the title of it's The Daily Planet. It's not just Daily.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
can you
awesome.
Can you show it? Just show it?
Wait, guys, I need to interrupt. Go back to the tag, please.
Hold on a second. I think I have a newspaper from. Hold on.
No way.
1 second.
Look at the globe, guys.
Look at that. The Daily Planet.
Look at the globe. It's old Earth.
Residue within Residue.
Look at the globe on the screen, Theresa. South America's below North America.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
How the heck do you see South America in that? I can't see
It's
it.
on the left. It's on the left.
Oh,
The left side of the planet.
It's
North and
residue,
South
Sandy.
America. Yeah, that's why I said to go back to the tag.
wow.
Great residue.
Interesting.
Well, that's weird.
Well,
Apparently people in Nepal remember it.
did you find it, Hebrew?
No, actually, this is weird. I could have swore this is
Oh, conveniently, huh?
the Daily Planet, but it just says Daily Planet now. My paper changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show
Oh,
you this.
that's me.
What?
Yeah, that's me showing Daily Planet, the newspaper. That's funny.
Oh, sorry, you guys got to
This
see
is how it is now.
Oh,
huh?
wow.
in Metropolis, and now it's changed. My
It's
paper,
Daily Planet.
it's just Daily Planet now.
Oh, wow.
That's weird. See, I got some autographs on there.
It changed on you?
Yeah, it changed on me.
That's crazy.
Sorry, let me stop my camera.
The Daily Planet, South America looks a little better there with
Off. Yeah.
Hmm.
But it's still pretty off. If you remove the banner, you'll see that it's
Okay.
way off.
This is freaking me out. Hmm. Wow. Good find.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
It's
definitely
been like this for almost a year now.
wow.
That I've noticed.
I don't know how I didn't pick up on that being a huge Batman and Superman fan. That's really holy cow. Oh, there's some good. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of the images mixed in are just to show you how it is now, but everything else is the. I brought this because I figured a lot of people haven't heard this one, and I knew you'd be affected by it. Well, I was hoping you'd be affected by it.
Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, my newspaper changed right in front of me, so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you serious? It had that on it?
Yeah, it had, I'm sure as the day is long, it changed.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
So that question you asked me earlier about have things changed right in front of me?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've had that happen lots of times, Hebrew. Like physical objects in my hand. Yeah, and residue. It drives me crazy. Yeah, too many times. Yeah, it freaks me out.
Good residue here.
Thanks. It took a while to find because a lot of it's just Daily Planet now.
Yeah.
And that's showing you it's daily because I
Yeah.
have multiple images like this, but it's the instead.
Is this
So
a
I threw
recent
one in
one? This
showing
seems
how it
like
is
a
now.
recent one for a lot of us. Yeah.
No, I found this over a year ago.
No, I mean the whole effect. The whole change.
That's what I mean. I found the change over a year ago. I presented this on Brian's show.
Wow.
Let's see here.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that a lot of people didn't see all the live streams, so I thought I'd revisit it.
Right.
Wow. Well, here's one. If you can share my screen.
Sure.
I don't know if this is.
All right, go ahead.
We lost trees.
I'm back.
Would you like to share screen? Go ahead.
Okay, so how do I do that?
You push you should have a
Oh,
share.
there it is. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and present this one. This is something I found just kind of Googling it, just messing around. Do you guys see that?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my bad. Here, I'll put it. There it goes.
What are we looking at? The Daily Planet. There you go.
There you go. That's better.
Is that you? Is that you, Hebrew?
Wow. Yeah.
I just found that just
Wow.
Googling Well, not Bing on
that's
Bing.
Great residue. That's great residue.
Yeah, that is.
Let me see if there's anything. No. Wait a minute. What was that? No. Yeah, that's weird how it's just everything else here looks like just Daily Planet. So I can't get back to it now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's good.
But I could stop screen sharing now.
Okay.
There we go.
Wow.
That's weird how that just.
What's interesting, I presented
Just,
the Brian show. It was split 50-50, and now it seems like most people remember the. So more people are affected this time around.
Yeah, if I had been watching Brian's show that day, I would have been the first one. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, there's not many things you and I are on the same reality on in this one.
Right? No, we usually, yeah.
Yep.
So what's the chat saying?
Wow, look at this.
Except for a lot of people are remembering the. Yeah, that's why you see why that's why I was including it. There's a lot of images of the globe with the in it that I found.
I'm going to have to rifle through my comic books and see if there might be something in there. Who knows?
This is the cartoon, the Superman cartoon where it says Daily Planet on the building. This is the collector's cards though, and it says the Daily Planet.
Seems like an awful lot of people are remembering it as the.
And what I've noticed, yeah, there's a watermark on that card. What I've noticed is things that have, when there's watermarks and altered images, they tend to not change. But when they're images that are just the way they were, they tend to change more often. At least that's what I've noticed.
The Daily Planet.
And I just noticed something. If you could go back to the drawing of Superman, I may have found a new change.
Is S?
To the previous image, and look at his feet.
Oh.
See how smooth, like if you can get to the feet, see how smooth they are? I remember smooth boots like that. There was an image, which I'm going to get for you. Actually, I'm going to just Google while you show the rest of the images. I just need everybody to see the smooth boots. Because I just saw an image where they weren't smooth at all. And I wanted to see if, I'm Googling right now to see if they've all changed or if it was just the one. It doesn't look right. Yeah, see? What is that? All right, so Superman has different shoes now. Like all throughout. Each one is different, apparently. Like each iteration of Superman is different.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but apparently that's how it is now. Like the new Superman has platform shoes. I don't remember that.
Huh, I wouldn't know that one, but yeah, I believe you. Okay, so now it's just Daily Planet. All right.
Yeah. Thank you for showing that one.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely a pretty good one. It was definitely the Daily Planet, and like you said, the words "the" are disappearing in a lot of our things. Seems like.
Yeah,
What was the
I
one?
have another one that we're. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just going to get
No,
ready
it's
to
okay.
say I did a video actually on Incredible Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, and I was going through comic book titles in that video, and the very first issue of the Incredible Hulk was called just simply Incredible Hulk. And when I went through it again and tried, and I found the Incredible Hulk. When I went through and tried to find it again, saying the Incredible Hulk, it just says Incredible Hulk. And then when I dug further into it, now the first issue just says Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk. I do. I was gonna.
Yeah.
That's when you were done talking on things with just Hulk, and then you go and say it. And you can see there's things about Santa there, the Santa folder. That's another thing where the is missing. Do you see that, Curiouser?
Yeah, isn't that supposed to be the Santa Claus?
No,
Yeah.
No. The one you're looking at is Santa Claus the movie.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The one with Santa face planted. No, but you're right. But the one with Santa face planted, not Puce. The folder that says Santa. You're in the wrong folder.
You said the movie. That's why I went to the movie.
No, not this folder. I mean, we can talk about that folder, but
This,
the one with
Santa.
the missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
the
Santa
Google
Claus
the
2.
Google search. The Santa Claus 2.
Yeah, that
is it's. But wait, here's the best part. Google still says it's the.
Mm-hmm.
But every poster the is gone. If you Google the Santa Claus 2, Google says the Santa Claus 2. But every single poster the is missing.
Wow. I saw that movie just not too long ago, and I could swore it said the Santa Claus. That was about 2 weeks ago or more. I mean, it wasn't too long ago. That's weird.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus 2.
Right, but the poster itself, the DVD itself.
It's not supposed to have two names. To me, that's two different names. That's two different names. To me, you know.
Oh no, no, it's supposed to be Santa Claus with an E because it's a legal clause. It's a pun. It's a legal clause. He had to become Santa Claus because he killed the previous one. So the clause in the contract is he now has to be Santa Claus. Because Theresa was like, why is there an E there? That was the whole point of the name of the movie. But the thing is, 1000%. And every single poster, DVD cover, the is gone. So I don't know if I caught it changing or what, but this is odd for Google to have what I remember, but the posters to not have what I remember. And I don't remember that big C over the L like that. It's like eating it, like canon, carnation, that big C eating the rest of the word. That's what I had in the folder, those images right there. The DVD covers and the posters.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I had in there was the posters showing that none of them had the.
Okay. Gotcha.
But the color, since you pulled it up, I learned about the color puce from Santa Claus the movie. And Theresa told me that, I believe it was Miriam in the Facebook group, said that puce used to be the green that chartreuse is. Well, not for me.
Yeah.
For me, puce was a purplish pink color, like this muted color pink almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Santa Claus the movie, I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's actually a pretty good movie. It stars Dudley Moore, John Lithgow.
Mm-hmm.
They make these lollipops that allow children to levitate when they eat them. They put, I guess, the dust that they sprinkle the reindeer with inside the lollipops.
Uh-huh. Huh.
And I have a quote from the movie in the folder explaining that the color of the lollipops is puce. And that's where I learned what puce was. But now puce is brown. The folder to show.
Puce is brown, huh? There we
Yes.
go.
So if you're seeing it pink, that's residue.
Hey, right.
That. That was the color of puce, to me, at least.
Yeah.
And there's the lollipop in his hand. Basically, the whole stage is puce.
Yeah.
And there's residue of the puce color.
Yeah.
Apparently, puce is mentioned in Monsters, Inc. I didn't even realize that.
Is that all you have? Is it?
No, there's another folder.
No, I mean, with
Gotta
as
be
far
another
as
one.
Puce goes.
No, there's another folder on puce because you're missing the quote and the color.
All right. Hold on.
You know what? I'll
here.
send it. I'll send them to you. I'll just send them to you on Messenger. Okay?
All right.
They're coming right now. Quote and the color it is now.
Oh, hold on 1 sec here, everyone.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to ask Armor up in the chat. But Superman, do you remember the Daily Planet or just Daily Planet? And Esther, you remember the Santa Claus, but right now it's just Santa Claus. There is no the. Good man. I agree, Esther. It wouldn't make much sense without the the, but look at your DVD if you have it. If you have a DVD of it, look at it. And if it has the, take a picture and send it to me because every one I found, the is missing. Theresa, where are you? Come back.
There she is. Theresa.
Sorry.
Hey, welcome back.
My phone gets overheated sometimes. Sorry.
There she is.
Hey. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh.
What are you guys showing?
Curiouser?
Is this This is
You showing?
That's the
pure
brown. That is Puce
That's
now. It's brown. Yeah.
Are
now.
you showing my residue,
Mhm.
Sandy? Oh.
Puce,
And this is
like
the residue from the movie.
right,
It's like
Are you doing
fuchsia, not brown.
Puce?
right.
Curious, sir, I'm gonna have to leave and come back because I can't hear Theresa.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
She's not, oh.
Wow, I can't believe it went from pinkish to brown. That's crazy. Wow.
Hey, Curiouser,
Uh-huh.
was this related to all my residue I posted in the group about chartreuse? All that residue?
Yeah,
I think it's related to it. Because I found a whole bunch of chartreuse residue that's going to shock you guys, and I don't know if that was something she was going to show with the Puce, which is kind of related to it.
Mm-hmm. I think she's coming back in now.
Yeah, because I found a ton of residue on chartreuse that would shock you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There she is. Sandy.
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
Fantastic. Hebrew?
yo.
All right. And Curiouser,
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah. Yeah, right here.
Curiouser?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Is Curiouser talking and I just can't hear her?
I am talking.
Yes, she's talking.
I can't hear her now. Are you kidding me?
First you
Oh,
couldn't hear
no.
me, now you can't hear her.
This is funny
Oh, this
because
is so bad.
we used to have the same problem when we did this in Hangouts when Hangouts had the live streams.
Oh,
Why
really?
does that
I never had a
happen?
problem with Hangouts.
I would come
I
in.
don't know, but I
like Hangouts.
I know how to fix it, so I'm gonna leave and come back again. I'll be right back.
All right.
Well, it's gonna be a minute. I have to erase all my
Alright.
settings with Safari, and then I'll come back. Be right back.
Yeah, we used to have this.
Curiouser, she said she'll be right back.
All right.
We're going to play musical people.
We had to do that in Hangouts. I would come in and they couldn't hear me. Then I'd have to come back out, and then Armor would come back in, and we
Gracious.
couldn't hear them. So I definitely love.
It sounds like the AI is messing with us.
Huh?
Let's see.
I think the AI messes with us. I've noticed that.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll be hunting for residue, and I mean, I'll be finding like tons of residue, and then my phone will automatically just shut down, which would freak me out. It just like shuts down, and I'm fully charged. It's like, okay, you're not going to see all this residue, Theresa. Yeah, I've been shut down plenty of times. The whole screen just goes black. Yeah. Explain that one. Yeah. Hey, Hebrew, question.
Yeah.
Do you think we are being listened to from other places, if you know what I mean?
Plans. No.
Like, as in.
Like the three letters, one begins with a C and then a blah, 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 and then another letter, which is the beginning of the alphabet.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying without saying it.
That's awful vague. No, put it in private chat and I'll. If you can't say it on the air, you put it in private chat.
It's the third letter of the alphabet for the first letter, and then the last letter is the first letter of the alphabet.
Oh, you mean the government?
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think.
I don't want to say it loud.
It's not like. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm not afraid of them guys. I mean, but definitely. I mean, think about this when you go to bed at night, when you have your phone on, when you have your phone off, and then it's like you go and you Google something, and as soon as you go to Google something, that it asks you, "Hey, did you want to buy this?" or "Hey, did you want to buy?" It knows what you want
Yes.
to buy. And,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Like what we're talking about now, like all these different things. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up, and all of a sudden, all these things will pop up in Google about all these things that I'm talking about. It freaks me out.
Oh yeah.
Like
That
literally.
Yep.
It's like, how does it know?
It's always all of our devices are monitoring devices. Definitely, I believe that.
And as much as people are on the phones now, I mean, everywhere you walk, somebody's got their cell phone in their hand. It's like we're all like memorize. What's the word? I think we get hypnotized by our cell phones. I really do. I think they hypnotize us. I know it sounds stupid, but it's like you can't live without your cell phone. I mean, the first thing I do is in the morning, what do? Look at my cell phone. I'm on my lunch hour. I'm looking at my cell phone, or I'm looking for residue on the computer, and it's like I feel like I'm lost without it. It's like I depend on it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what the government wants us to do, is be dependent on these devices.
They're trying to get us. I think they're trying to get us hooked in all these devices. It's just one big distraction, and I hate to sound religious again, but I'll bring up the fact that it's the enemy. The enemy sends us all these distractions. That's what it is.
Exactly.
It's not necessarily man. You can't rely on man. You know, it's the enemy doing it. I guarantee it.
Okay.
It's nice to have technology. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we're able to do this, and certainly there's good things that can come from it. But if they say that God always takes something evil and makes it good. So that's
Sandy.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Oh, good.
I can hear everybody now. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I thought you meant aliens, Theresa. But anyway, I wanted to share this.
That too.
Yeah. I was
them too.
and that thing with the A, what is that, like an alien language, with the A with
I mean, like the inverted V's?
Yes,
they look like V's now.
Yeah, V. What is that? What is the big deal about that?
I've been seeing a lot of that.
And
I think they're changing. I think they're creating new letters.
In the city,
letters.
Yeah, and I was just we were driving along, and I had to take this picture. I don't know the place, but look at that sign. It's like
the R bothers me more than the A.
Yeah. That's
look
weird.
At that. Look at the R. It's like,
and even the T.
It's crazy.
The T is cut off on the left. Do you see that?
Yeah, the T is all. It's not even right, at all.
Nothing's right with that sign.
God.
And even if the R was normal, the R would be broken based on where the curve is.
Yeah. I know. That's really weird. I don't know what the big deal is with that. What the deal is.
I got a good one for you. Sandy, it's one I found a while back with Will Smith. What was the name of that movie? You remember?
Which one? He's been in a lot of movies. Which one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, not the not Men in Black. It was one before that. The A was really messed up. What was it called?
I Am
With the invasion?
Oh.
I Am Independence Day.
What's that movie's called?
Independence Day.
Yeah, bring that. Show them what Independence Day looks like now.
Independence.
That one freaked me out. Look. Yeah. You see it?
And while you're looking that up, I want to ask the chat a question for the next one. Okay, Curiouser?
All right.
Curiouser.
And you too, Hebrew.
All right.
When you see Mickey Mouse in Disney World, he's usually in a suit jacket. What color is his tie?
I'm sorry. His what now?
His bow tie. When you see Mickey Mouse in Disney World and Disneyland, he's usually in a jacket and he has a bow tie. What color is his bow tie? Esther says red. I think I was gonna say movie.
Now, Teresa, what did
Wizardry
you
says
want?
white.
I agree with Esther.
The word
What
day.
color?
Look at the word day.
I would have to say red also.
Oh,
Reese
check it
is
out.
red.
There's residue right there. The next image is residue.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, the image you were at before. The one over the White House.
Here.
It's got the regular letter A. Do you see it?
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
I remember it, right there.
Yeah.
If you could save that image, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Wow, look at that
Okay.
A's. It almost looks warped. Like it's going.
I'm being blown away by the chat right now. Because I remember it like Esther does. So does Brian McFarland. So did Teresa. But they're remembering a whole other color that I didn't find at all.
What is this? For
The Mickey Mouse folder. Hebrew, what do you have any recall of his bow tie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with red.
Yeah.
You're gonna go with red. All right. Well, the chat is 99% saying white, and I could not. I didn't see any white bow ties.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, white. There's Fix and Time says white bow tie and gloves.
White bow tie.
And I remember red too. It matched his pants and it matched Minnie Mouse's dress. I agree. But that's not the color it is, guys. It's yellow. Can you go to the Mickey folder, please?
Yep.
Thank you. David Cook says red. But guys, if you oh wait, is that a white bow tie? Because I thought there was no bow tie. Maybe that's a white bow tie. I'm not sure, but
No, it's a shirt.
it's just the shirt. Yeah,
It's weird. Interesting.
it could be. We'll say maybe on that one.
Yeah. Here's a red residue rather than yellow.
Yep. I mean, it was 100% red for me, guys. I even have but the only colors I found on Mickey is black and yellow, and 99% is yellow. Nothing on him or Minnie is yellow except for this bow tie. I thought that the chat was going to be split between red and black. I never expected white.
Yeah. Wouldn't that match his shirt, though?
You wouldn't see it. It'd be all white.
Yeah. I remember suspenders, so I don't know.
No. This is only in the parks. He dresses like this in the parks.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah, there's different ones. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Black.
As I said, I found black. I don't know if that's black or if that's black with red sequins, but that's just residue of Uncle Sam.
Oh, okay.
That's just Uncle Sam residue that I threw in there by accident.
And this is how it is now, yellow.
That's how it is, yellow. It was not yellow for me at all. That's crazy looking to me. That's, I believe, in one of the other parks. Like, is there one in Japan? There's a statue. It's yellow.
Here's what I remember, the red.
Just to be clear, because the truth sets you free is confused.
There's the red bow tie.
Yep. Mickey Mouse in the parks. When you see Mickey Mouse walking around Disney World or Disneyland, is dressed up in this suit.
Right.
And it's always yellow now.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The bow tie is yellow.
Huh. That picture you got up right there is how I remember them walking through the parks. I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World, but I've seen it like on TV and then the commercials and stuff. And you know,
and I've been to Disney World 17 times, and it was never yellow.
Okay, you got more experience then.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and as little experience as you have, and as much experience as I have, I remember red. The cartoons, he doesn't usually wear this suit. He's usually wearing just the pants. The suit I've only really seen in the parks or in commercials or when they had the Disney special and you'd see like David Eisner outside with Mickey Mouse, you know, like anything having to do with the parks, you'd see him dressed like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now he did have special suits for like parades and stuff. Like he had an all white suit for the wedding stuff, and like, but for the regular generic suit that he wears in the parks, it's always a yellow tie, and it was never a yellow tie in my past ever.
Right. All right.
So what do you have next, Curiouser?
Well, I could show a couple of these rainbows. Have you guys ever heard of? I haven't. Real low rainbows, like more towards the ground. I'll show you. Hold on. I was watching some videos, and I guess people are taking pictures now out there of the really low down rainbows.
Whoa.
I have never heard of.
That's weird.
Like way towards the ground, you know?
That's weird.
It's just like really low.
Rainbows always had an arc for me. They were never straight or low to the ground.
Yeah, never that low. That's just like right on the ground. You know, it's supposed to be. And here's another one. This one's pretty low too, huh?
Whoa.
Yeah, that is. It's got an arc, but it's too close.
Yeah, it's just right on the mount, you know, right there. So I thought those were strange.
Would make it easier to catch that pot of goat at the end.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it would.
Slide down the rainbow like a slide.
Right.
It's like this is what it looks like, a slide
Seriously,
rainbow.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I also wanted to share some of these ancient structures that are out there now. I mean, have you guys ever heard of some of these really crazy ones? I mean, they're just like ancient structures that I
Whoa.
would never have thought of, you know, that existed. And there's
Those
like
are
a ton
cool.
of, just tons that nobody ever heard, or I've never heard of, or heard people talk about.
I've seen some of
Well,
some of those that seem kind of familiar. Like maybe I've seen them on Mandela Monday or something.
Hmm.
I don't know.
But yeah, there's just
Interesting.
really incredible
Now is that
works.
supposed to be?
Like,
I'm
go ahead. It's
sorry.
supposed
No, that one looks like the Roman Colosseum almost. Is that what that's supposed to be, or?
I don't know. Ancient stone structure canvas. Oh, those are canvas prints of,
Oh,
I don't know. It doesn't say where at. But just incredible stone structures, like, and it's just in my reality, these wouldn't have existed like this. They're just, I don't know. And then also, like whole city. I don't know. It's almost like they rebuilt them, but I don't know how true that is. If they do that with ancient works, do they do that? Rebuild them? I don't know how.
They do repair them, but I don't know about like I know they repair paintings, but I don't know about buildings or statues.
Mhm.
yeah. I think they do. What do you call it? Not restructuring. What's the word I'm looking for when they try to?
Renovate.
Yeah, well, sort of like renovate, but they don't really move anything around or change anything. I don't think because it's like historical landmarks, you know. So
Yeah. Anyway, you guys check it out. Just Google some of these sometime, and
some of those like what do they call them, tombs. That one right there looks kind of like a tomb, like where they would put back in the biblical days.
and then let me see if I can put in ancient stone structure. Let's see, city.
Hmm.
God, this I can't. I'm sorry. I can't see what I'm doing.
I've got a weird one for you. I've been saving it. Okay.
Cities. Oh, and then there's cities like lost cities everywhere that you never hear. I mean, I never would have thought existed. And here's a interesting one. There's God, but look at this. Look at
Hmm.
that. Okay, there's one that I don't know if you ever heard of. It's under the water, like cities
It's
under.
amazing how it's just amazing how intact some of those places still are. I mean,
I know exactly, and there's it's
yeah.
just okay. And also, have you heard of this underwater
Hmm.
structures? Yeah,
Almost like the lost city of Atlantis or something.
mysterious 10,000-year-old underwater ruins in Japan.
Wow.
10,000 years old, and they're there's
Yeah.
all these. There's now like look at that.
Hmm. Wow. Statues and
Yeah, statues, everything.
wow. That's what that reminds me of, though. Right there, that building right there kind of reminds me of when they're talking about the lost city of Atlantis and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. Look at this. I don't know. Okay, underwater places. I don't know. They're what is that? Some stone structures just lying below the waters.
I'm wondering though if you tried to move any of that stuff, it'd probably deteriorate, fall apart. The water probably more or less keeps it preserved.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And but yeah, it's just
You know what I mean? Like once it hits oxygen, that would be it. It just crumbled. That is neat.
Curiouser,
yeah.
when you're done that one, can you check your messenger? One of Wolf and Gun sent residue of Mickey Mouse with no tail, which I forwarded to you.
Okay, hold on one second. All right.
Oops. I forgot I can't take pictures while I'm on here. I was gonna try to send you a picture of that Darth Vader, Sandy, and I can't take a picture of it right now.
It's
What does that mean?
So this comes from Wolf and Gun, and it's residue of Mickey Mouse with no tail. Many people remember Mickey Mouse without having a tail.
Right.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, see, this is where you and I would differ again on this one, because I can remember like giving my daughter the stuffed toys and stuff like that, and I can even remember like when I was little and stuff. Seemed to remember him always having a tail, and then
See, now I have a dual. I remember both. Times when he didn't have a tail and times when he did. And I just thought it was based on the clothing.
I don't remember a tail.
Now, Curious George, I remember him with a tail.
Yep.
Oh no.
Right, it's not that way now, apparently. Right?
Ask him about the Prince thing.
And Curiouser, can you also, because it isn't there, I didn't see it. You scrolled through them all. Teresa's isn't there. So if you could close it and go back in. It probably wasn't fully uploaded yet. That's why it wasn't showing. And I have a question for the chat from Shardik and Na. If you could open up a window, a Google window, don't search until I ask the chat. But the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Hold on, I'd scroll up to ask specifically what he wanted me to ask. Scrolling up. Okay. Outfit and colors. So,
let me get
everyone in the chat can describe what he's wearing. Like from the neck down, what's he wearing? And what color?
Do you want us to say it too?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Like I'll tell you what I think right now.
Okay.
Like I know he's got the white and blue sailor hat with the red sort of red tag or whatever it's called hanging down from the sailor. It's a Miami sailor hat. Then he's got the scarf, the sailor scarf, and the tie on it is red, but the back is like blue and white. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay, that's the way it is now. But that is not what Sharda remembers, and I don't know if I remember it that way either. I'm trying to see if blue sailor suit, dark blue with a red scarf.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we lost the host.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's the Sandy show. This is what I was saying. This is the Sandy show. But now it's the Sandy and Hebrew show. We lost Theresa, too. She'll be back.
Well, but yeah, I definitely remember like the red scarf, but with the blue and white. Say it's like a sailor scarf, but it's attached. Like kind of like Popeyes.
Hello.
Like Donald Duck.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
Donald Duck.
I remember Donald Duck having the sailor knot, not the bow. Wizardry says it's a Sandy Bro show. Oh, Curiouser is back.
Yeah,
not Theresa though. Teresa's. Oh, I can't hear Curiouser though. I have to leave.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to leave because I can't hear Curiouser. So I will be right back. I wish Theresa would get in here so I don't have to leave again when she gets back.
The Truth Will Set You Free asked a pretty good question. I don't know if it's an old me or not, but she asked about Wrigley's gum. You were talking about Wrigley a while ago, and she was asking the spelling of double mint. Like, how do you spell double mint?
And she also remembers Wrigley with 2 G's. I told her I'd look into it with Dan's help since he has a newspapers.com subscription that he can look at. So
can you hear me?
I told her I would look into it. But do you remember it with 2 B's?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sandy?
No, I said I can't hear you. I was waiting for Theresa, so I didn't have to leave twice, but I don't know where she is. I guess I'm just going to have to leave and hope I can hear her when she comes back. Because I can't hear Curiouser at all.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, okay. I can hear her sound like she's pouring coffee or something.
Yeah, when they leave and come back, I usually can't hear them.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to leave and I'm going to come back and hopefully Theresa gets back before I do.
All right.
Well, now it's the Curious and Curiouser and Hebrew show, huh?
Yep, that's right. No. Okay. There we are, folks. So what was it about the Stay Puff? I know it's a change from Stay Puff to Stay Puffed with a T.
Stay Puffed. Yeah, I think
which is strange.
I always remember Stay Puff.
Yeah, me too.
Stay Puff Marshmallow Man, but it's a Stay Puff Marshmallow Man. I don't remember it being pronounced puffed, but I kind of, sort of could say that I kind of remember the spelling kind of being like that, but I don't ever remember him being called that. Like he was never called Stay Puffed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the bag of marshmallows on Dana Barrick's counter in the movie Ghostbusters, I think it still says Stay Puff and not Stay Puffed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was sort of a clue that he was going to be in the movie, you know.
Yeah. Stay Puffed.
Puffed doesn't even make sense to me. Doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
But they were talking about like the uniform.
Uh-huh.
What colors are the uniforms? The uniform he's wearing.
Right. Stay Puffed Marshmallow.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah, the uniform. Oh, yeah, it's changed. Huh? Hmm.
But that's how I remember it. What was it? What do you remember?
I don't know. I think it was the color of his tie thing.
But see,
I
I
can't
don't.
remember. I just know it looks different.
I don't remember the sailor scarf or whatever it
Yeah.
is, so blue. I remember it being kind of whitish color, like the color of his. I guess you would call it skin or whatever. I don't know. But
Sandy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sandy? You can
I'm
hear me?
here.
Good.
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes, Shartika Na doesn't remember the red scarf there at all.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Uh-huh.
And he
that's
has
what-
a video up, and he has an image, a still image from the movie, where there is no red scarf in the movie.
Okay, yeah.
And
Wow.
Myself, I don't know. I have a dual memory, but I kind of remember the scarf.
Hello?
I don't know.
Hello?
But I have a dual memory of no scarf. I can hear you, Theresa.
Okay.
I have a memory of the scarf and a memory of no scarf. I have a dual memory on this one.
Uh-huh. I don't remember the scarf.
Wasn't there a blue scarf? A red?
That's a red. It's red scarf now. Yes.
Yeah, the scarf. Yeah, I remember the scarf.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna look into it some more to see if I can find more residue of what shark.
What does he remember?
No red scarf underneath the blue sailor thing, the flap thing.
No scarf at all?
No scarf at all.
Interesting.
And in his video, he shows a still from the movie where there isn't a red scarf. All right, Theresa, we're showing your Mandela effect because now it shows up. You want to talk about your Mandela effect, Theresa? Theresa?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay. There she
You want to
is.
talk about your Mandela effect?
Cooties.
I'm right here.
Cooties?
Yeah, I'm here.
You want to talk about
Talk about your
Cooties.
Mandela effect.
Oh,
Cooties.
Cooties?
I see something right now that doesn't look right.
Right.
It was funny the way I found it, guys. I was posting an article about how Cooties was a real thing back in World War I, and I was trying to get more information about it. And when I Googled it, all of a sudden the games started coming up, and I looked at it and I said, why does that game say Cootie when it's supposed to be Cooties? And that's how I found the Mandela effect, because I remembered the game being Cooties because I played it when I was young. And I started looking for residue, and that's how I came across this Mandela effect, and it hit me hard.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I accidentally found it looking for one thing and stumbling across this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was meant to find it. It was just really weird. But I remember the game Cooties, and now it's Cootie, and there is residue if you want to show it, Curiouser.
Yeah. Cooties, the game. Cooties.
And the box that you just showed. The box that you just showed, if you can go back one.
There are two of them.
The O and the E's. Right, but I noticed that they're filled in with yellow for no reason.
Yeah.
Just like we're finding like Walmart's filled in, like the A's are filled in with color for no reason. Same thing's happening on this box.
Wow. Yeah. And there are more than one Cootie, so why would it be just Cootie? That's all jacked up. There's more
Right.
than one thing wrong with this Mandela effect. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But
Cootie.
And Teresa,
God.
you didn't. Oh, we lost Teresa again.
What do they mean by one single cootie? I don't know.
right, like
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
well,
And the T is cut off on that box that you just showed. Now, right here, Teresa didn't know that cooties were a real thing. And cooties are essentially lice.
Oh. No, I was.
Yeah, so when kids get lice, they're getting cooties.
Ooh. That brings a whole new spin on it, doesn't it? Like, hey kids, you want to play with cooties?
Yep. Look, it's filled in there too,
And-
but there's glasses, so
And lice is plural, just, the
it's
word.
louse.
So,
Louse.
Yeah, a single lice is a louse.
Mm-hmm.
And someone in the chat on Mandela Monday said it's just like mice, mouse, lice, louse.
Wow.
Cootie's game.
Cootie. Hey kids,
And,
you wanna play cooties? Well, too bad. You're gonna play cootie now. You're not playing cooties. You're gonna play cootie. You only
Just
get
one.
drop. You're right. Man, that is messed up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now that kind of makes sense if there's only one in there, I guess.
Yeah, giant cootie would make sense to me, yes.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Nope.
But it says the giant game for 4. So does that mean there's 4 inside?
Cootie.
Weird.
Look, it even says cootie contains 4 cooties.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wait a minute. Where's that at? Down
On
there.
the box.
Yeah. 4 cooties. Cootie contains 4
And
cooties.
yet the title is Cootie. That's just weird. No, that doesn't seem right at all.
No, I've noticed that on a lot of Mandela effects. I've found like you look on one part of a package or a box or something, and it'll be plural, it'll be singular, and then you look at somewhere else on the box, and it'll give the plural, or it might be a like Coke Zero, for example. One of my first Mandela effect videos was on Coke Zero, and on the front of the Coke Zero bottle, it would say Coca-Cola Zero. And then when I turned it around to show people what was on the back, well, guess what it said? It said Coke Zero on the back. So
yeah. Wow.
I always seem to find the Mandela effects are always on the front, and then usually the residue will either be on the back or on the bottom, like what she found just right there. So it's kind of interesting. It happened.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Can you hear me, Sandy?
I can hear you.
I have full internet. I don't know
can hear
why this is
everybody.
happening. My internet just renewed.
Because are you doing anything on your phone at all?
No, I'm talking to you.
No, I'm saying you're not looking on the internet, getting Facebook messages and
No.
responding.
I actually have the TV in front of me. I'm looking at a TV set. I'm not doing anything.
Are you getting notifications?
No, I'm on the phone with you and I'm staring at my TV set.
No, you're not listening. I had to put my airplane mode because the notifications popping up on my phone would kick me out. Like alerts. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like alerts for like someone sends you a message and it pops up. Do you know what I'm talking about? In other words, you wouldn't do anything. Other people are doing things.
Weird.
I had to put my phone on airplane mode to avoid that. That's all.
Okay, next.
Next, I'd have to see what's there. Oh, you want to show the residue of the braces that we talked about? That
Yeah, right.
We'll ask again in case anybody wasn't here. Hebrew does. Well, I don't know if Hebrew saw it. In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, do you remember? I mean, I gave it away, but Ferris Bueller's sister, do you remember her wearing braces or no braces? Hebrew? Can you guys hear me?
I've seen that movie a bunch of times. In fact, I put it on every time I get sick. I think it's the perfect sick movie. I remember braces.
So do I.
Yep.
I really do. Yeah.
We all do.
We all do.
Yep.
And
Guess
Curiouser was nice enough
Oh,
to
man,
make
this
residue
is gonna
for
be-
us.
This is going to be the Dolly thing all over again because I'm really going to get triggered.
It totally is. She does not have braces now.
They went with Dolly's. The braces went with Dolly's braces. They took off together.
All right.
Oh, okay. So yeah. See, these are pictures of her without braces.
That looks weird.
Oh
too.
no, this is
Yep.
Yeah.
These are all the ones you did.
This is Photoshop by me, and I just put in braces so you can get the idea. What
Yeah.
I remember them.
I remember them.
Like bigger and more metal, like shiny metal. But that's better than what they are now.
They would have been back in the 80s. They would have been more metal because I don't think they had too many choices, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she just looks crazy with no braces.
That's weird, man. Yeah, I definitely remember the braces, just like Dolly.
Mm-hmm. Now, this was found by someone on Reddit. This was found 2 years ago by someone on Reddit. I can't remember who it is now. I did give them credit on Mandela Monday, though.
Mandela doesn't like us to have beef.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, guys, I'm sorry. Sharda, yes. Theresa, remember how you kept saying was there anything that mentioned braces? Sharda said, didn't she used to say her brother got a computer and she got braces?
Oh,
yes, she did.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's residue.
I'm going to go look. I'll be back. You guys keep going.
Thank you. Who found that? Sharky?
Sharkana, yeah.
My God, that's right.
I'm just leaving the chat.
Sandy, look at this. Sandy, look at the script that I sent you. Remember the script? I bet you it's in that
Theresa,
script.
no, I don't have time to do that. I'm just Googling.
So
I'm still here. I'm just Googling. I'm not in the chat.
So who said that? He got a computer and she got braces. Who said that?
Sharkana.
No, but who said it? Was it the girl who said it, or was it Ferris Bueller?
It was the girl. My brother.
Then there you go. There's a thank you, Sharky. That's awesome. Remember, that's what I kept telling you. Was it ever mentioned in the movie about braces? Otherwise, if she never wore them, it wouldn't have been mentioned. Correct?
Right.
Let's see here.
Right. Just like here's one, guys. I have the book, the Moonraker book, and I haven't read it, but I have the original paperback. I wonder if it's ever mentioned in there about Dolly's braces. I haven't read the book though, but I have the paperback book, and I'm wondering if it's mentioned in there at all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we can't physically see it.
It seems like that scene. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that there's no residue. It's even telling me like to take the quotes away. There's no residue whatsoever.
Her without braces. That's how she is now.
I wonder if I can find it, Sandy.
I'm saying like quickly I couldn't find it. We're going to do a deep dive looking for it.
Yeah, but Sharky, do you know what part of the movie? What part of the movie he says that in? Is it he or she?
I'm thinking
she said it, Theresa.
Did she say it?
What part of the movie does she say it in?
Well, if someone said my brother got a computer and I got braces, that would be her speaking.
Hmm.
Well, would that have been she's talking to
what you guys have to face is it's probably gone now wouldn't go with her not having
I
braces.
think it exists out there, guys. I think
All
it
right.
exists. I really do.
Yeah, but not in actual.
Anybody can find it.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie.
I love challenges. I love challenges.
I'm pretty sure she says it when she's there in the police station that she says it to Charlie Sheen, his character. Was that
Yes.
the part?
Brother.
Yeah, that may have been the
Got a
part. Yes, she may
computer.
have said it to Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
That makes sense that she station with Charlie.
Yes. We could find the movie. Oh, I bet you it's on some of those you know what I'm saying, Sandy? It might be on Netflix or somewhere.
The only other place it would have been was when the principal broke in and she was talking to the principal.
I seem to remember actually.
I'm looking to see if I can find it, Sandy.
Okay.
That's the scene I was going to bring up, the part where she's kicking his ass, and you look over at her, and it seemed like she had braces in that scene where she's beating up the principal, or she's kicking him. Remember that the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. All right. I want to ask the chat something before you show anything else, Curiouser, okay?
All right.
The ladies in the chat, but guys are welcome to chime in. Skin tone, 1 or 2 words. And the reason why I say ladies is because a lot of well, we talk about skin tone a lot in the beauty community. Like when we talk about makeup, your skin tone, matching foundation, stuff like that. If you can write in the chat what you guys remember.
Skin
1
tone.
or 2 words.
2 words.
And Curious, you muted. I have 1 and 2 words in the chat, 50-50 right now. How about you, Hebrew?
I'm thinking I cheated a little bit.
Yes.
Before I did, I thought it was 1 word. It would be my answer.
You thought 1 word?
1 word.
You're still a 50-50.
But
Curiouser, what do you remember?
For what?
Skin tone, 1 or 2 words.
Skin tone.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one, yeah.
Okay,
First thing that pops to mind, it was a 1 word, but I don't know. Why? What?
Okay. We're really quick.
Let's go.
Before we show any images, now all you 2-word people, 1 or 2 words. Because here's the thing, undertone is 1 word, but skin tone is now 2. And for me, skin tone was 1 word.
Right.
And I got some proofs.
Okay. I'll go to the folder.
The skin folder. Yeah, the skin folder. And sorry for the creepy image of the girl with black eyes ahead of time.
Scary.
I know.
She's passed away. Okay, so we got. That's what I said.
Thanks for the nightmare fuel, by the way, Sandy. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Skin tone, yeah, 1 word. Seems right there. Yep. Yeah, this does seem right.
It looks so wrong to me. And that's like Pantone. Come on, Pantone. Like, they should get it right, but they don't. I mean, they're getting it right, but it's not the way it is now. Now it's skin space tone.
Wow.
And that's what I was getting when I looked it up.
What were you saying?
I was just getting ready to say that's what I got when I cheated and I looked it up. So, but my initial thought was 1 word though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what you're showing now is an actual product. The full size product will be further up. But see that it says skin tone on it in one word. And it's on like an Almay foundation.
Yep. And skin tone.
Now, why would undertone be one word, but skin tone be two?
Let's look it up.
The product name for the
The close up. I don't know why the image isn't there, but if you go to Almay foundation or skin tone, you'll see an Almay foundation with skin tone right on the package. I only grabbed like a couple. There's a ton of residue for it. I was gonna say, did you mean skin tone 2 words? No, I did not. Thanks.
Oh, here it is. 2 words. Skin tone. That looks really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Skin tones, yeah. Well, this is a new one for me.
Skin tone.
No,
I just found it. But skin tone separately makes you think of the tone of your skin, like as in like tightness, not the color.
Mm-hmm.
skin tones. Skin tones. Yep.
Wow.
I honestly don't know the definition of undertone. Someone in the chat's asking, Fixin' Time is asking. But it's basically, it's how you do, like, for example, with foundation, I'm fair. I'm fair neutral. Neutral is the undertone. Usually the undertone is pink, yellow, or neutral. It's usually the 3 for white skin. Black skin is usually red. I don't know if it's orange. And neutral is basically there's a lot of neutral undertones. That's showing the personal color testing image with the circles. That was showing undertone. But I don't know the actual definition for undertone. Cool, warm, neutral. And cool would be like pink, warm would be yellow, neutral would be a combination of the two. Actually, the definition is an underlying quality or feeling. An underlying quality when it comes to makeup would be the definition of undertone. But I just found this, and 100% this is a change for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the full package of the Almay is, but just trust me, the close up where it says skin tone on the packaging is for an Almay foundation. And then the LGS5 logos is the last thing I think I had there. And it's just new merging that I found. So Lakers, it was not connected.
That's weird.
The L and the A is now connected at the bottom, and the K and the E was not connected at the top, and now it is. It was connected at the bottom. Now it's connected at the top, too, with the K and the E. There's still some... It's their new logo. The new logo is connected. The old logo, I don't think is connected there. But the L and the A is connected.
Right.
I covered the LA and the bottom of the KE on Brian's show.
Wow. Look at that.
And now the K and the E at the top is merging. But it was easier to see on the new logo.
The art.
You can see the line between the two. Huh?
I was getting ready to say the art looks weird, and even in the older logo, it looks weird to me.
Yeah, curving around the S, yes.
Yeah. That
But
is
to
bizarre.
me, it's even weirder with the L and the A being connected at the bottom. So weird that the L is going around the A and it's connected.
Yeah. Wow, look at those.
Fulton Bank is my dad's bank, and I was there today, and the FUL is connected, which is weird. The TO and the ANK.
Yeah, so what gets me is, aren't those supposed to be separate letters up? No.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's a sign. So how
What is the
do they
point?
connect?
Right. The FUL is one piece.
Yeah, that's
the
what I mean.
ANK is one piece. Yeah.
That's FUL
Why?
is one.
Hmm.
I thought they put up one letter at a time, and
I thought so too.
Yeah, the F's connected to the U and U's to the L. That's just weird looking.
boy, that's just a mess.
Yeah.
Ah. Hmm. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Hmm.
There's the
Yeah,
Lakers
it's just a
again.
total change again. Yeah, they're all mixed up. I just threw all the logos in the same
Sorry.
folder.
Yeah.
OSHA. So this is Residue that you're looking at. This is how I remember OSHA being. It's not
Yeah.
how OSHA has been now. OSHA, for anyone who's not familiar with it, they're the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Like if you have hazardous materials you need to get rid of, you will call OSHA, and you can pay them to remove it, or they'll tell you how to properly dispose of like hazardous materials and things like that. We had to contact OSHA a lot with art. We would the chemicals used to develop photographs, things like that. We had to follow OSHA safety regulations. This is Residue that
Right.
you're looking at. So, this is how it's always been. The S and the H and the A are connected.
Wow.
Well,
And the S is actually higher than the bar that's connecting it
Yeah,
to
I
the
noticed
H,
that.
which is weird. It's really
Okay.
weird. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Theresa went to go look for Residue and she dropped out. Now I get it. And this last one is another full. It's just crazy to me.
There
It
she
wasn't
is.
like that. I've been to that bank. And I think
Hello.
I'll look at the folders, but I think that's Teresa's back. I'm gonna go look at the folders, but I think
Oh my
that
God.
covers everything on my end. Yeah, that's it.
Ugh.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to cover, Curiouser?
Let's see. Hold
I'm
on,
sure you'll
let's
find something.
I don't know. Do you guys I got a manned animal. Let's see.
Hey, guys, I want to talk about the new movie.
Hold on.
Okay.
One sec, real fast. I'm gonna show this
movie.
manned animal. It looks like from the reality Residue Hunter. I found this. I thought it was interesting. It's shared by Shazam Jamieson,
Hmm.
and it's like a four-horned sheep. Anyone ever seen that?
That looks like sort of like a satanic symbol.
It's got four horns. I've never heard of these before.
If
Oh
you
my
ever look,
goodness. It looks like the Baphomet.
yeah,
Yep. I saw that before, guys.
Yeah, I saw it on
Creepy.
the group.
wow.
That is one creepy looking goat.
Yeah, those are. I have never heard of these before.
Demon goats.
Yeah, seriously.
Demon.
Yeah.
That is creepy.
Okay. I guess that's it.
Well, I do want to say that if anyone is curious about the movie, Need Input didn't see it. Need Input is going by word of mouth from people who saw the premiere of the Mandela Effect movie.
Oh,
And according to him, those people told him that they are not making fun of our community, that many Mandela effects are covered, and it shows us in a good light. So if you want to, go check out Need Input's video. He just put it out, and he'll give you more information on it. What did you want to talk about, Theresa?
No, I was just going to repeat the same thing. Yesterday, I was in Twitter, and David Guy Levy posted the interview that him and some of his co-stars, because they were being interviewed by Austin local television station, and they were talking about the Mandela Effect movie and how a lot of them are talking about the quantum effect and everything, but they talked about it in a positive way. And I did watch the interview that they had that morning, which was yesterday morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning. And then they had the premiere last night. So I don't know how many people attended. I'm curious to know. I don't know if there's any way to look it up. Curiouser, how many people actually attended this premiere movie last night? And he did state why he did pick Texas, too. He stated that there was some kind of science fiction convention or something going on, and he thought this would be a good place to have it. And they also seemed like, it's a good place to move, too. I don't know if any of them are going to move there.
What is the name of
They were saying they were really happy with the town.
What is the name of the movie? What is it? What was the name again? I forgot what you said.
Wasn't it the Mandela Effect movie?
No, Gava.
Just Google David Guy Levy.
Gracias.
It was in Austin, Texas. Yeah, last night.
David, what was Gracias? No, I need to know the name.
David Guy Levy.
No, okay.
It should be everywhere now that it was playing there last night.
Okay,
the premiere.
See,
but it's supposed to go to video on demand on December 6th. I believe that was the day.
Work. What was the maker of the movie? What was it? Was it You had told me before.
Gracias, yeah. I'd have to look it up, and I don't want to get kicked out. Sandy, are you able to look it up? Because I don't want to get kicked out again. I've gotten kicked out too many times.
Yeah, I don't want you to get kicked out either. What am I looking up?
It was GRA. Shoot, I'm going to try to look, but I might.
I'm saying, what do you want me to You want me to look up the name of the Mandela Effect movie?
That's what I was trying to find. Hold on.
Hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna
I'll find it. Don't go. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's something like GRA something.
Okay,
it is in Twitter. I do know it's in Twitter.
It's coming up as just the Mandela Effect.
Mandela effect,
Right, but there's a company who did it, Graffitius or something. GRA.
sci-fi thriller.
Oh, you want to know who produced it?
We know who produced it, but the actual company who backed it up. It was like GRA something.
I got it.
David
already.
Guy Levy. Oh, that was the director.
Yeah, that was
okay.
that was the producer. Yeah, director. Very nice guy, by the way.
Theresa,
Hey,
here it is.
Hebrew.
Theresa, Theresa, here it is.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, okay.
Release
You see it?
coming soon. Releases December 6th, 2019.
Yes, video on demand. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It doesn't say anything about a premiere. A premiere.
No, they had
though.
it last night. That's why. Look up
But
Austin,
Premiere was
Texas.
last
Trust
night.
me.
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't say anything
Look up
about
the Mandela Effect movie, Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. Trust me. That's for my company that I work for. That's our other office. They have one there in that city. That's how I remember it. We have a little office there. Yeah. Just put in Austin, Texas. It'll come up. Promise. It should be everywhere now that they had it last night.
It's the trailer. That's October.
Premiere. There you go. I see something. So this is Premiere.
Mind bending.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Other Worlds. There it is. Other Worlds Film Festival in Austin on Wednesday. That was what they had. You can scroll down if you want. We can see more. Other Worlds. It was a big film festival. They made a big deal out of this at the movie theater. I don't know how it turned out though.
The Truth That You See says it's by Aviation LLC.
No, another name. It begins with a G. If you do a search in Facebook, you'll see it.
I already put that in.
I did a bunch of posts on it.
Yeah. Gracias.
Yeah.
Whatever. Gracias. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you see it now?
Yeah.
Found it?
I think what happened is people are misconstruing the fictional tale. What they mean by a fictional tale is it's a story, but it's presenting the Mandela effect authentically. Do you understand? But they had to make it like a movie to reach the masses. So it's not.
Yeah, they made it more like a story. The way that he was explaining it was
right.
This man is married and he's got a child, and I guess something disappears or something, but then he starts realizing there's other changes. And they even show a scene with the Bernstein Bears in the movie. So they're throwing in some Mandela effects. And the first one that I noticed they showed with the premiere, they were showing previews on that interview. Is she allowed to bring something up without getting a copyright? I wish she could show like a little snippet of the interview.
I don't want to get a copyright.
Because the interview that they showed yesterday morning on their local, like I said, on their local news, I watched the interview and they were showing some scenes from the movie. And like I said, they showed like the Bernstein Bears and I don't know what else because, you know, it was just a snippet. And they were talking about quantum and even David Guy Levy, he's affected. And I'll tell you how I know. It's because him and I have been texting each other and I sent him some residue and he was very happy with it. So he's very affected. And yeah, we're keeping in touch. Like I actually heard from him yesterday morning. I was shocked. Yeah. I am keeping in touch with him, by the way, Curious Sir. I'm trying to get him on your show. He seems to like me.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's texting me. Like literally, he doesn't ignore me. I keep sending him residue and keep shocking him.
We'll have to
Feed
see the
me,
movie.
Seymour. Feed him more residue. He's a sweetheart. Nice guy.
Okay, so
Yeah, very nice guy though.
yeah, actually, what?
He actually looks different. I'm going to tell you this: the picture that he has on his icon, he is a lot larger. I'm just going to say he's gained weight since the picture that I see of him. But if you look at the interview, he's
Teresa.
larger. You know what I mean?
That's horrible.
Okay. I don't mean it that way. Okay, he looks different.
That's enough, Teresa.
You know what I mean? He looks different. Sorry, I apologize. He just looks different than his picture. That's what I'm going to say.
No, you're supposed to say
He looks different.
better.
He looks better. He aged. Yeah.
Gracefully.
He just looks different. Yeah, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth anymore. He just aged gracefully. Just put it that way.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. You know what I mean. Everything I'm saying today is just wrong. He just looks different. He's a nice guy no matter what. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can share something briefly. I did see something interesting on Reddit. I find it. Hold on. I'm getting there. And then I guess
I apologize. Sorry.
we'll have to see the movie, that's for sure.
It's okay, Teresa.
I'm having a rough day, guys. I'm just putting my foot in my mouth all day, even
like
at work.
It is, it's okay.
Sorry, I'm just an outspoken Scorpio. What can I say?
And yeah, I saw this thing on Reddit. If I could, okay. I can find it. I thought
Teresa,
it was interesting.
you weren't looking for Guy Aviation, were you?
What?
When you're trying to find the name of the backers, you weren't looking for Guy Aviation, were you?
No. I was just telling you that when they were showing the interview, they had David Guy Levy there and some of his co-stars with them. And that's what I was watching was the interview, the live interview. That's what I was trying to explain to you. I watched it.
Now, this is somebody on Reddit who says
yeah,
the Mandela effect may be, let's see, no, feelings. Okay, that's not it. I'm sorry. I'm going to find it now. Maybe like a half-awake dream state, if I could find it. I know, I'll just go. I thought that was interesting that there was such a thing. I'm coming. Talk about something else, guys, while I do this.
Well, you're a Scorpio, huh?
Yeah, I get in trouble a lot. My birthday, in case anybody cares, is coming up November 12th.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Mine's October 26th.
Are you a Scorpio too?
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Then now you understand how we are.
Thank you.
His birthday's Saturday, Teresa.
Oh, happy birthday, bro. That's cool. You're a Scorpio too.
Yeah, thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Yeah, I love my boss is a Scorpio, but we butt heads a lot.
Well, there's no well, then again, we might not be according to the new Orion's belt or Sagittarius arm.
Oh, I'm staying a Scorpio no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be a Scorpio.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Happy birthday.
Well, thanks. I didn't just. Yeah, thank you.
What a coincidence, though.
Yeah, really.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that your birthday was coming up. How did you know, Sandy?
Huh? Because he just told us.
How did you know?
Because he just told us.
Oh.
You were saying it's my birthday coming up, and he said his birthday was October 26th. Well, today's the 24th,
sorry. I'm not even with today, what today's date is. It's been a rough week, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I just feel like I'm all over the place. You know what? Like I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I feel like I can't concentrate. I just feel like I'm in pieces everywhere.
Are all your days running together like mine are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's moving too fast, bro.
Go real fast.
Yeah.
You can't.
The time speeding up is terrible. It's terrible.
Seems like just yesterday it was still summertime, and now it's getting dark at 6 o'clock.
You know what? That is a huge Mandela effect about time speeding up. I've noticed that. Like when you look at your phone, I don't know if you ever pay. When you look at your phone next time and you're on the phone with somebody, you know how you used to count 1,000, 2 1,000. You don't do that no more. Like literally, look at your seconds moving.
Yeah, I used to count.
Yeah, they go to.
But yeah, I know what you meant. I'm sorry, Sandy. What was that?
No, what were you saying? What did you used to count?
I was just saying I used to count 1 Mississippi. I mean, it's the same thing, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you can. It's like we're losing I think we're losing like a half a second.
Time is definitely moving a lot faster. I'll agree with that for sure.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm just losing time. I mean, I'll come home from work and I'll lose like 40 minutes to nothing. I'm like, I didn't even do anything. And it's like, I feel like I'm like not having a blackout, but it just feels like you're losing time, if that makes sense.
100%.
For sure.
Guys, give me 1 second. I'm here. I'm going to mute. I'm switching to my wired headset. My wireless are dying.
Okay.
I wanted to ask Hebrew if he gets Hebrew. Do you get a lot of synchronicities? Because I do a lot. Sandy and I will get a lot of synchronicities, and I used to with Brian. But and even on my own, I get synchronicities. It's really bizarre. Like I'll talk about something, and all of a sudden it just appear like out of nowhere. It's crazy.
Yeah, we do that a lot. Me and Armor have that a lot as well. And then, like I'll be mentioning something I'm doing on his show, or I'll be mentioning something off topic or something like that, and he'll be, oh yeah, that's weird because that's what my next Wednesday word's going to be all about.
Oh my gosh, really?
Go, yeah. It's weird. There's a lot of stuff that happens. Like just a while ago, me and Sandy were talking. We were talking about the whole Incredible Hulk, and now it's just Hulk.
Wait. What happened to Incredible Hulk? Is there a Mandela effect?
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you tell her because.
What is it now?
Tell her.
Now it's just Hawk.
Hawk.
Hulk. No.
Bill Bixby was the original one. Bill Bixby was the Incredible Hulk.
Is the TV
you telling me it's not saying that no more?
Is the TV series called The Incredible Hulk?
I think the TV series is the same. The comic books and everything else has changed.
What?
It's changed
Who found that in me? Was that you?
Yeah, Hebrew did.
Yeah.
When did you find it, Hebrew?
I found it, I don't know exactly when. I did a video. I got a whole video on it. I think I was actually talking about something else. And then it came up as I was, like you talked about a while ago. You were looking at it in me, and then something else changed.
The Cooties thing. Yeah, I was looking for information about Cooties being real in World War I. And then when I started Googling more information, and then the game came up, but it didn't say Cooties. It said Cootie. You know what I mean? And it just threw me off. And it's weird. Sandy and I will have that happen. I'll be like, Sandy, look at this Mandela effect. And then she'll be like, oh, do you notice that too about it? And I'm like, oh, no. Like one thing will lead to another with us, right, Sandy?
Yeah, all the time.
And it's
like crazy.
Often that will happen when you're looking at one thing. You'll find an MB. It might be one that you're even looking at, and you're not even trying to find one. It'll pop up on the same one, kind of like Monopoly. Look at how many MEs on that board alone. That board's been through a lot of changes.
Oh my gosh!
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Speaking of the Incredible Hulk,
he's green.
always for me. He had purple pants and green hair.
Yes.
Here.
Do you guys agree? Because
Yes.
now I'm finding him with purple hair and black hair.
Purple hair.
What?
Yeah.
The purple hair, I disagree with. The black hair, yes, he did have it. A few things for me and but the original, like the very first issue of the Hawk was gray. It was a gray.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, he was green. That's not an effect in my opinion. That's just the way.
No, I'm talking about his pants. His pants are gray.
His pants are gray?
In certain images, his pants are gray.
His pants are in purple.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get an image and send it to Curiouser, and she can put it on the screen.
Gray.
It's from the movie.
Oh.
I'm sending it to you now.
All right, I can't find what I was looking for.
Oops, sorry. I sent it.
Gone,
I
but-
sent it to somebody else. I'm sorry.
Oops.
I think I sent it to
Okay.
Wolf and Gun. Wolf and Gun.
That's
I'm
all right.
sorry. I meant to send it to Curiouser.
Okay, everyone. So what I was talking about is gone, but what it was interesting. Somebody had put that the Mandela effect actually could be a cross between or in a waking and dream state kind of thing. And I'm going to read more about that because it sounded really interesting that it may be a wake and a sleep state. There your consciousness may be in. But anyway, I'll research that and then I'll let you guys know later. But will you sent me something?
I'm sending you images that I'm finding of not purple pants. It was always purple for me. Well, the cartoon, not the movies. Obviously, the TV show. Obviously, he was wearing different clothes, but all the graphic design movies and toys, they were always purple.
Right.
And now I'm finding other colors.
Now, in the movie, not the first Hawk movie, but in Incredible Hulk movie, they even had a joke thrown in there. He started to pick up some purple pants. He's like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
They were purple. All purple. And now I'm finding gray.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. That's crazy.
And even drawing. People are drawing him with gray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember denim. Some of the movies and stuff, they were denim, of course,
Jeans, like jeans.
but not like gray.
Are you seeing them? Did she show them yet?
Yeah.
Okay. They're not purple.
Yeah. That is gray. Blue even. Yeah. Dark. Real dark. Okay. All right. I think we're going to have to wrap this up here.
Yeah, we're coming up to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Time goes by fast.
Another one of those time goes by fast shows. I know.
Hebrew, thank you for hanging out with us for all this time.
Yes, Hebrew.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And happy birthday, Scorpio.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday. Okay,
mine's a few weeks. I'm actually off on my birthday. I took off of work.
Hey, I'd love to
nice.
thank you for having me on.
Sure. I hope you come back, and thanks for being here. This is great.
And guys,
it was fun.
I'm gonna put Hebrew's link in the chat again. It will be added to the description. Please give his channel a like. See if you like it. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Am I subscribed to it?
I don't know. Are you subscribed to it?
I will have to check.
Okay, everyone. And thanks for coming. And I hope you enjoyed the show. And so good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Hebrew.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Good night.